All right, hello, welcome to the Somnium Files 2. We can't get the Discord stream working, the Streamlab shit working, so that you can see, who's speaking, but hopefully you know. My name is Grant. I'm joined with my usual co-host, Brantley.
Well, Scott and Beaver, we're all here, even though the Discord overlay will not show that this time.
Okay. Well, I've got an
I'm
idea.
not here right now.
No. What we're gonna do is every time we speak, we say our name and then what we were going to say.
How about we also say we say like our mood so that people don't misconstrue what we're saying. So like
Indicators.
All right, so we get to be the robot from from KOTOR.
Yeah. Well, I was actually thinking
HK 47. It's something like that.
Oh, we're getting.
Ryuki is supposed to be here? You were in charge of the HB case, weren't you?
Ryuki's memories may hold the answer. Mizuki, the time limit within Somnium is 6 minutes.
We're getting a little
Damn it!
a little
I was so close
flashback.
to finally
Dude,
forgetting.
Ryuki didn't age a single year in the 6 years. A door, a pipe, a recording camera.
They used to do that little, like, the moving through
Table.
previous scenes, but having little voice clips for each is a really nice touch. I like that.
Two-way mirror. All right. Dot dot dot. Dot
I
dot
can't
dot.
wait until they invite the three-way mirror.
It's the middle of the night.
Hello, I say. You.
Who are you again? It's not Bikini. It's not Zucchini either. Oh, I remember. It's Mizuki.
None of those rhymed, Ryuki. Ryuki, your name is closer to Mizuki than.
Oh my
Idiot
god,
is-
Ryuki and Mizuki.
you just uncovered it all.
Yep, I solved it.
Actually, Ryuki Mizuki just sounds like a band that's from like the 80s.
I'm not leaving until you give me answers, so quit messing around. You probably weren't listening to me at Brahmin, so I'll say it again.
No need. Tama told me earlier. Jin Furue's
Not a
other half was
Brahmin,
found,
not a...
but the body was alive until noon today. You want to know how?
What? Oh, hello. So let's see who's in our chat right now. Ice Wizards and Alien Gang. Alien Gathering is a bot. I don't know if Ice Wizards is a bot or not, but they're here quite often. So for those who are joining us through VODs or something, we have made a bingo board. Here's our bingo board.
Yes.
So our bingo board is our predictions for what is going to happen in this game. Now, we have not gotten very far in this game, so we're kind of in this whole like, hey, we don't know any of this shit. So we have a couple that we put together. So on our left, we have Tama and Aiba in the same head at the same time, which means someone's gonna get remove both their eyes, and Tama and Aiba will be in there. I think that's
Dual wielding.
I think that's possible. I give that like a 47% chance of happening.
Are you gonna percent chance rank all of these?
Yeah. Ryuki is Date undercover. I don't think that. He's too young. Unless it's a past Ryuki. I don't know.
Brain swap.
It could be a brain swap. I'm gonna give that an 11% chance.
I'll take it.
Me making a joke about the percent chances was not an invitation to
Ushidir's mustache is drawn on 100% chance. But it might not be confirmed. That's the problem. It's true.
Well, then it's not actually 100%.
No. It is true. It's 100% true. But it might not be confirmed.
That's called headcanon.
Sunfish Pocket Waitress is well off now. 70% chance.
I just want to see that she's okay. She deserves it.
Mizuki is confirmed gay. I'm giving that a nice 50-50.
Zach in chat has said the new 2022 Mitsubishi Mizuki, 100% chance of being consumer's choice of most practical vehicle.
We have Mizuki has a flashback within a flashback. It probably already happened. And we just missed it. That's 100% chance too, but we might have missed it. Kagami exceeds expectations. I would give that a check mark already. I liked him in this one.
I mean like, in other words, like he has a moment, right?
Oh, okay,
like,
okay.
He has a story moment.
I'll give that a 31% chance. Mascot head's real face is shown. I think that's 100% chance. They're not gonna have a mask and not show it. Boss makes joke, ? Pass at Ryuki. 100% chance. She does not. She has hit on every single adult that has entered this game. Tama steps on someone in one of the Somnias. That's at least a 72% chance. Maybe a 70. Like that's an 80% chance. There's no way they're not gonna milk that shit. I hate you, Date. I've always hated you. I like that we don't know who this is from.
Doesn't matter. Lots of people hate him.
61% chance.
Oh, hey, by the way, if you're popping in, because I know, like, usually it takes a while, people are jumping in now. If you've not seen the first game, evidently, that's alright. Because this game tells us that we don't actually need to know the events of the first game to play this one.
I don't believe it.
Grant doesn't believe it, but for all intents and purposes, you're safe to watch right now, so... Hi, welcome to the stream.
Cloning is involved, but it's not the biggest twist. 27% chance.
It's not the biggest twist.
Bullshit. Bull snail plot twist. Sure.
By the way, that snail and the eye logo together is not a spoiler. That was evidently according to the Wikia page that was posted by Kotaro Uchikoshi before the release of the first game. So don't worry, it's not like something I've pried up from one of the games or anything like that. That was promo material. So
Iris and Mizuki have a girls' night. They gotta do something. They're technically sisters at this point, right?
I mean, probably.
If Dante is married to Iris's mom, 100%. They have to.
Oh, that's gonna happen for sure.
Mascot head is revealed to be Ota. 31% chance. I don't know what Ota would be doing if it's not him. I know that they gave him a different name, but I could totally see Ota doing that whole I changed who I am, got buff and opened my own restaurant.
Also, if that one's true, then we get both of them.
Yeah,
or we get two different
100.
spaces.
A location Ryuki was at 6 years ago is in ruins when Mizuki visits. Hold on. Zach says, is this the kind of game where the power chip had a chance to save the day because of sudden increase in power? No.
No, sudden increases in power are completely meaningless.
Yeah,
and sudden and unexpected.
Oh, but they're always caused by pornography.
Pornography or being Mizuki.
Mizuki gets drunk. I don't know. I just feel like I tweeted yesterday that no one who has ever that the writers of this game do not know what being drunk is like, because none of their characters act drunk. They're just like fucking saying batshit stuff that doesn't make sense. Drunk people make sense. It's batshit, but it makes sense. Aiba does another stupid dance. 90%. 90%.
All right. I'll take it.
Hey, I have another interrupting question. So do you think that the way people talk and logically construct their somnia are more like being actually drunk than the drunk dialogue that they write?
No.
Okay.
Being drunk is basically your mind saying, you're drunk as fuck, shut up. And they're like, no, I have to say this.
Zero inhibition.
Death Portal is referred to the Einstein-Rosen bridge and a black hole to sound smart. 77%. That's so...
All right.
Dante is Falco and amnesic Dante at the same time. 30... let's do a 41%. I think that's possible. The new Cyclops killings are related to the half-body murders. I'm giving that a 50-50. Either this game is just telling us the truth, or it is purposely gaslighting us. Ryuki is an AI-driven cyborg. 61%. One Somnium is clearly the best one. That's 100%. 100%. Zero escape reference or cameo. I believe Scott said to like not just like a reference, but like an actual like, hey, this happened. Right?
Oh, like, I'm not saying like it's connected directly,
but they'll
like definitely not. This is nothing to do with the 999 series.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
I'm saying like literally anything from the Zero Escape series shows up in this game just as a Easter egg.
Ryuki, I looked inside your mind.
I'm not going to include Zero the first, second, third,
didn't you?
Yeah.
Fourth.
Who was that person?
Bringing the whole truth.
What did they count the last Zero as?
Oh, jeez, I don't even remember.
Yeah,
The person
right.
who was reaching out to you at the end of the Somnium. Tell me. Something happened 6 years ago that I don't know about. What was it?
You really want to know?
Well, that sobered him up quick.
You could be putting yourself in danger.
Huh?
Wait. Danger is my middle name.
I'm not afraid.
Damn it.
Oh.
Swing and a miss.
Fine.
That bingo
But I'll
board's
tell
looking
you.
better and better every moment. I'll
But
tell
I'm
you
sure
that.
there's no need to explain what happened on February 10th, 6 years ago.
Yeah, I was there, at the studio.
All right, then I'll start from the part you don't know about. The day after
Okay.
the incident. February 11th.
Good day. Couple months after the release of Skyrim.
Okay, so this is a flashback. This does not count because I said that Mizuki has a flashback.
Yeah, no.
Oh, wait, but this could be his flashback and she has a flash. Okay, sure.
We'll see. 6 years ago. In the futuristic world of 2016.
Haha, no eye.
All right.
One eye.
This apps. It's Date, but like not
What's up, Ryuki?
Falco.
Mr. Date.
All right. So I hate this room so much.
Oh,
So much to click.
So this is a door for a soba shop, restaurant on the wall, police poster, plaster figure, papers and magazines.
There was a tree up.
There are files, documents, sheets, that sort of thing. Cabinet.
Zach in chat said, any game where the protagonist can encounter an obstacle and go, we did a pornography about it and now we're strong now, deserves a bingo card.
But we already know that happens. That's the problem.
What's wrong?
I just think he means like this game deserves a bingo card because it's that kind of game.
Yeah.
oh yeah.
It's nothing.
I don't like broken clocks. Time travel. Already.
How long are you going to keep that here?
Christmas tree.
Until I get a new boyfriend.
Then it's gonna stay there forever.
Date, I'm assigning you to Venezuela. Good luck.
Date, come to Brazil.
Pennant.
I heard that's Boss's grandfather.
Don't fill his head with nonsense. That's not my grandfather. That's my grandfather's death mask.
Not any less weird.
That's what she always said about.
Right. I remember that part, but saying it's not my grandfather.
There's a mysterious mask hanging on the wall. There's a map on the wall.
Ryuki, your heart rate is increasing.
Because I clicked on the bathhouse.
Don't tell me. You are imagining a woman's bathhouse, aren't you? Fantasizing about the shiny faucets.
Why would that part be my fantasy?
Bath curtain. Boy band poster.
Juicy gossip. I heard they got transferred to Lemniscate.
Okay.
Good for them.
Hey, I'm your superior, you know. You should all at least pretend you're interested.
Boy band
Zach
poster.
said, time travel is not a B plot.
Chair. It is a B plot.
I remember Mr. Date telling me.
Symbols.
You like to hit that thing when you're feeling stressed out, right, boss?
Oh, no, I wouldn't do something so brutish. I just throw it against the wall.
That's even worse.
Stationary bag. It's a stationary bag for indoor training. Flotation ring. A life preserver. Coat hanger. There are sorts of things on this coat hanger. Origami chain. Yeah, this entire room is specifically exists so you click on everything. Because boss says something different every time.
I
Snowboard.
haven't been on a board in a while. I wish I could go.
I think you've fallen your ass plenty already.
Darts. Darts.
You can definitely tell this is Uchikoshi's favorite part of development. It was the same in Zero Escape as well.
A bookshelf. There are all sorts of things on here.
Like
Happy birthday! It reads, Happy birthday. It seems to have been used as a birthday party long ago. Pumpkin. It's a jack-o'-lantern. Ball. It looks like a regular ball, but it's actually a prototype version of the eyeball. Apparently during the experiments they used to screw it forcefully into the eye socket. No, they couldn't just put it in normally. What? That's
like entirely too big.
That's way too big, yeah. Coffee maker.
I'm a sucker for anything shiny or black.
What about cockroaches, boss? They're shiny and black.
Okay, I'm reducing your salary.
Oh.
That was aggressive.
Date just got gumshoe.
Oh wait, the police officer Madigan talks.
Did you know this doll can talk, Ryuki?
He's my childhood friend.
What are you talking about?
It's me, Mario. Nice to meet you.
He talks?
Boss's friend, Mario.
Reminds me of you, boss.
The Tanuki.
Which part?
I remember saying some factoids like, Tanukis got spread around. They probably want Mr. Dake. Oh. Shogi King piece for decoration. Soccer ball.
When I see that ball, it reminds me of my boyfriend from high school.
Yeah, you seem like the type who'd be into that.
Alma just instantly knows what she's talking about.
Big catch. Shelves. RC
that
car.
RC goes pretty fast.
Oh? How fast does it go?
3 million kilometers per second.
The universe would collapse if that were true.
I like how they're like, we have to make sure you know that it's not true. Broom!
I'd like to smack your butt with that broom.
Why?
There we go.
Getting closer.
We're almost done. Desk!
Almost at this point, we don't have one yet.
Wait a sec. Did the symbol make a noise when you touched it?
Nah.
Oh.
I mean, there's a sound effect noise.
There's a bunch of bags in the grid-shaped racks.
Your symbol is clearly broken if it makes that noise.
The tomb spin with Rip engraved on it. A wine bottle on display. Balloons are floating. Date often takes me to places with red lights like that. Fucking...
Oh, I get it. That's... okay, sure.
Well, DNA is a double spiral. That's... there's some ribbons are hanging from the ceiling. It's a doorway.
It's a foreshadow.
Shrunk red lantern. I remember even seeing a Kappa there once. No, not really. I want to be a star employee, is what I was going to say, but I decided against it. Posters! What the hell is Game Beef Bowl Great? That's a nonsensical potted plant. Seems difficult to water. Alright. Big key. It's a big key. Ah, this game has good writing.
Maybe this case is like a Matryoshka doll.
That sounds deep, but I don't think that has anything to do with this case.
That's the same exact thing that she said in the first game.
I think so,
For
yeah.
that Matryoshka doll.
Yeah.
Probably. Alright, I think I clicked on everything.
Alrighty.
We did it. Talk to Date. It's our senior agent, Date. Oh, about your face.
Huh? Is there something on my face?
Well, the face you have now isn't your real face, is it?
Oh, they know it.
You got your old body back during the new Cyclops serial killings case, so...
What the fuck? Alright. So this is...
And why is his voice also different? His voice is back to normal, too.
Whoa! Okay, okay, we're gonna...
Yeah, well, I decided to have a custom mask made. Everyone knows me by this face. Besides, this one is, more popular with the ladies.
Honestly, according to all the thirst pages on Twitter, everyone was like, if we don't get old Date back, I'm gonna be mad.
I don't think it makes much of a difference.
Shut up!
So that's
Wait.
how they do it. He's wearing a freaking mask.
By the way, Jin Fury didn't have a silicone mask on. I know, because I x-rayed it.
That's pretty good.
I'm just telling you, like, this game is so, like, focused about us. Just like, don't think about it. About the eye patch.
Looks cool, doesn't it? I'm wearing the patch because Iba ran away from home.
That's not the whole story, though, is it, Date? You tried to watch a VR video of bikini girls splitting watermelons at the beach.
I can't do this anymore. I am done being your partner.
So Iba leapt out of Date's eye socket and ended up at my place.
So she's at your house right now?
No, she's working on a top secret mission.
What mission?
If I told you, it wouldn't be top secret.
So that was the final straw? That was the final straw, Iba?
I mean, that is pretty on brand,
You
though.
are on vacation.
Yeah, new labor
With that
laws.
to be the reasoning.
I'm supposed to be on break.
Then why are you here?
Well, why not? I was bored, so I thought I'd come play darts.
This is supposed to be a place of business. Could you not play around in here?
What? This room is full of things to play with.
About the murder! Excuse me, Date, I'm done talking shit. I need to talk about the murder.
I talked to Boss earlier, too, so I know the gist of what's going on. A corpse suddenly appeared in the middle of a live stream, right? And for some reason, just the right half. Like it traveled through time and space.
Ooh. You gotta say it.
Any advice on the investigation?
Advice? I only give advice when I'm drinking. Shall we?
It's not even noon yet.
Who cares? I'm on vacation.
Well, I'm not.
Come on. My treat, as usual.
I've seen Mr. Date drunk several times before, but not once have I seen him open his wallet.
No, I'll just handle this myself.
What? Drink with me.
You think Date is just, like, happy he has, like, a dude friend?
Evidently.
Because, like,
please drink with me.
Like,
God.
like he has Boss. His other dude friend died. And he's just like, fuck yeah. A real bro.
Date's just in, like, just full-on pathetic mode.
Any advice on this investigation?
There's a real cozy bar in Omiya I know about. I think you'll like it.
All the bartenders are sexy women, aren't they?
How did you know?
And why Omiya of all places?
You don't know? Saitama is hot right now.
It's warm at this time of year?
Hell yeah.
That's
He's a really good
not what I
protagonist.
Saitama is a province located north of Tokyo with a population around 77 million. Omiya is the capital of Saitama. Omiya is a stop for bullet trains and arenas where even Johnny's group perform. There are tons of stories Date might like. Omiya is a really fashionable city. Sure.
Yeah, you know, Johnny's group.
Did they Romanize Omiya differently? With OH and just OM?
I don't fucking know.
I wish I
It hasn't even been half a day. No new info for you yet. Jin's left half hasn't been found yet either.
Why did his right half burst into flames like that?
We're still looking into it, but I was told they haven't recovered any mechanical or electrical pieces.
Fuck yeah.
So it wasn't a time bomb.
Do you think it could have been spontaneous combustion?
Who knows?
Ew.
Was it a time bomb?
Yeah, time bomb. Time travel bomb.
What?
You went to a host club in Kabukicho after the investigation, didn't you?
Who would do such a thing?
I mean, you usually do that.
I went straight home last night. I can't be out drinking every night. My kid would never let me hear the end of it.
What?
I'm sorry. Your kid?
He's
Yeah,
poking
a little
around.
girl. At least, I think she's a little girl. I didn't spot any dangly bits, so unless she says otherwise.
I had no idea you had a daughter, boss.
Neither did I.
I didn't know either. Why'd you keep that a secret all this time?
It wasn't a secret. No one asked.
Wait, just
That's a
really?
fun trope.
That's it?
That's it?
That's it?
Boss has a daughter?
Or not. Like Scott said, could be just fucking with us.
It could be like an animal of some sort, I suppose.
Not just Japan, but the whole world. A body sliced in half suddenly appeared in the middle of a broadcast, and then there was that weird QR code too. I'd be surprised if it didn't go viral.
But how strange.
God, viral marketing. What if it was just drink your fucking Ovaltine? You scanned the QR code?
There was a blackout before the corpse appeared, right? So why didn't the stream get cut off?
It's just an ad for life assurance.
Hey, important public service announcement.
looking
Don't
at
scan random QR codes that you
I
find
was
on the
just looking
street.
at the round.
It's a bad idea.
Pervert.
It might drain your crypto
That's not
wallet.
what I meant.
You can touch him if you want to.
You guys see that story?
absolutely cannot.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right.
Oh, my apes got stolen.
Yeah.
About Tama. Her name,
Zubri.
Tama. She's kind of a robot known as an eyeball, and right now I suppose her gender is set to female. She's usually nested in my left eye socket and supports me on investigations. She's my left eye and also my partner. Most of my conversations with Tama are done in my mind. This goes for when she's in my eye socket and while she's out and about like
Tama,
this.
show me the news.
That's not how you ask for a favor, is it?
I beg of you, Lady Tama.
How about this?
Something like this.
Tama connected my brain through a wireless link. That's how we're able to exchange information while Tama's out of my eye socket. Wait, Tama.
I said news, not nudes.
Why are you here?
It feels kind
I
of
wonder if that
soothing
works
being
better
there.
as a pun in Japanese.
Anything to promote
I don't know.
office wellness.
What are you talking about?
Well then, you won't mind if I join you. I'm kidding.
Ryuki's like the only professional one in the
I see
whole
a
office.
stupid-looking man's face.
Yeah, as long as it's this combination of people.
Yeah.
The nature of the Somnium Files is that every character is the most mature person in the room until they're with a certain other person, in which case then that changes roles.
Is this kind of like that thing where you're trying to get everybody across the river and you can't have like the goat with the bag of oats or something?
Okay, you can't have Date and Ryuki together because they'll get drunk together. You can't have Boss and Date together because they'll sexually harass each other. And you can't have Ryuki with Boss together because Boss will kill. Nothing gets done. So how do you get? You can only take two across at one time. How do you do it?
You find a bigger boat.
Because I am here. Half mites, half for
I did it again.
We are full-time heroes.
Ryuki?
You feeling okay?
Maybe we should have a doctor take a look at you.
Yeah, I'll try.
You'll try? What the hell is that? Why don't you say it like you mean it, asshole? It's your duty to solve this case. This is why you're here, isn't it?
I don't think that Tama, the person that's voicing Tama, was told what she was responding to when she said that. Because that was very passionate for...
I got it, Tama. You can close it.
Soup. About the video linked in the
Wanna
QR
see it
code.
again?
No.
Oh, I skipped it.
The side stream does not like it either, so...
I saw the video last
Try
night.
for the best.
And...
What is it, Ryuki?
The QR code on that sign was shown during the live stream, too.
Yeah, quite clearly.
That means it was seen by people around the world.
They say the ViewCube video and the link got several million views.
The account is already deleted, but you know how it is. People uploaded copies to other sites almost immediately.
That means the actual number of people who saw it is several times greater.
Anything strange happened since?
What do you mean?
Maybe a bunch of people being sent to the hospital after seeing the video or something.
No, I haven't heard any reports like that so far.
I see.
In case you'd like to see the video
Like
for
I
yourself,
said,
I'm
the
pasting it
uploader
in the
of the
chat.
original video is unknown.
Because it is unlisted.
Oh.
Okay then. Tama and I will continue the investigation.
Oh, wait. Before you go, there's one thing I want you to be careful about.
I'm gonna give a little spoiler, because I don't know if it's a spoiler, but I did get some Steam trading cards for this game. And one of the Steam trading cards was Ota and Iris. And Ota was not in the card. It was just Iris.
Abyss is
That
having issues with
is
the
either a very
communication network
like
right now.
funny reference to their relationship in the first game.
Any data
with the whole
obtained
sock
by your
puppeting
AI ball
thing,
can't be
or
uploaded to the cloud.
an oversight or something.
Yeah,
Iris
Whatever it
actually
is.
has
Can't do any
DID and
backups
has
right
been
now.
Ota the whole entire time.
I can only save data inside my body's storage.
So we'll be in big trouble if you break.
Yes, any data saved from today on will be lost.
Understood. We'll be careful.
So, where do you plan on going first?
I thought we'd start by asking around for more info. I haven't been
Sorry, I
able
should
to
have
talk
paid
to the
more
people
attention
who
to
were
what
at the
they just
scene much yet.
Said there. So what about the data is going to be lost?
Iba's the Abyss like internet's offline, so she can't Tama can't upload it to the
Mizuki, Iris, Moma, Chinpei, and Andy's Komeiji, the host.
Do you have their locations?
Yes, I've obtained
Hey,
each of their
we get to go see
locations
Moma.
through the GPS on their smartphones. First, Mizuki is at a place called Matsushita Diner.
Ota's place.
Iris seems to be on the campus of Sekiba High.
Makes sense. She's a student there after all.
Moma and Shinpei are at the Kumakura office.
Right. The Dragon and Lanterns place.
And finally, Kameji. He seems to be on the rooftop amusement park at Misatan.
Misatan? That department store in Shinjuku?
Sorry.
Do you want to
Was
ride
screen
along for the
capping
investigation,
Kameji?
Mr. Date?
No, I was going back to chat so I
I'm
could
not
read
gonna
chat.
work on my day off. I'm not that bored.
Bored enough to come here.
There are many types of boredom. This is different.
Well, Ryuki, I'm counting on you.
All right. Sorry. Who should?
Tama?
Leave it to me.
Zach, who should we visit first?
Tama, you take care of Ryuki.
It's gonna ask us where we go.
Always.
I don't know if
Store
you're.
option.
Yeah, so we can see Iris, Mizuki, the mob, or Minecraft Steve.
Like anybody in chat if you want to
Yeah.
make a quick vote.
I just know Zach talks the most.
Sometimes my users list doesn't update all the way, but I don't see Zach's name in it.
Oh, well, damn it.
Oh, bye, Zach.
Bye, Zach.
Bye, Zach.
So what's
How
our?
are we gonna do this stream without your jokes?
Oh God, we lost all of our humor.
We have to carry it ourselves.
So where do we want to go? Is there any particular person you want to see?
Here's the way to think about it. Who do you want to get done with first?
Let's
Yeah.
let's
That
go.
would be number 3.
Yeah, let's go to them. I am curious because I want to see what Ota is.
Yeah.
He might not be at the Matsushita diner. Especially if he's
Wait,
said he'd go get a
you're the
job or
director of
something.
that quiz show, Chimpei?
You got a problem with that?
No, but
Scott voted.
I
in
told
chat.
you he got out. He's making an honest
All right,
living
Scott.
as a
We're gonna go to the
civilian
Museum of
these
Modern
days.
Arts.
Ain't that right?
We're gonna park our Ford at the Louvre.
That's right, boss. Stop calling me that. You're not a member of the gang anymore.
This place also has a lot that you can click on.
There are a lot of lanterns lined up here.
maybe Moma hung them up.
Wait, who's hung? Who?
Why do those lanterns always
Moma?
lead to a picture?
Moma's hung, huh?
That's not what I said.
I like how they were like, "Hey, we can't have a conversation without making pervy jokes." But if Ryuki isn't a pervert, let's make his AI a pervert.
Yeah,
it's a family altar. It's a Kamakura display on the fuck.
There's some stuff behind that crest.
Kind of like us, Ryuki.
You're not made of gold, though.
Weirdly not sexual. Like chairman's desk. Phone. Keyboard.
I hacked
PC.
into it.
Oh.
There are a ton of videos of salmon laying eggs in there.
I don't think that's a problem. We all have our own interests.
Momo is a salmon breeder? Window. Shelves. Statement. Oh, I love the statements. There's a piece of paper with some general principles written on it. It reads, "No dating apps allowed." Certificate. It's some sort of permit. And then they always do like charity work on their whiteboard. The month plans are laid out on the whiteboard. 24th, how to go viral on Kick-Top workshops. Oh, not always charity work, I suppose. Low table.
It's Kick-Top, like their TikTok.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's also spyware.
Did you just hear something?
No, nothing.
Oh, just so you know, that thing's fake. It's not a real tiger.
But he's been flattened.
An ashtray in this day and age? How anachronistic is this place? It's like a Yakuza den in here.
That's exactly what it is.
Do, re, mi. So
Yeah, that ashtray was a pivotal plot point in the first game.
Oh my gosh.
Sofa, Lido, locker,
I'm not okay with it.
desks, chair.
Is that figure still there?
I can't access X-ray mode. It's the door. It's a patron.
That's not what that says.
That's exactly what it said.
Please donate to me on Partition.
Look, it's Shinpei Wagai, a former member of the Kumakuras. Why did you become the director of the show?
I actually used to attend a vocational school to learn about film. I wanted to be a porn director. I used the connections I got there to reach out to a production company for online shows, and I was promoted to director right away. Supposedly, the last director ran away, so they really needed me to take his place.
That's convenient.
Why was the director?
If I showed up? What if I showed up one day with that haircut?
That'd be impressive.
Why was the director one of the contestants?
We didn't have enough people. The quiz show needed 3 teams of 2 to answer questions. We tried hard, but couldn't get together that last team. I had no choice but to participate myself, so I invited the boss to go with me.
And MoMA agreed to participate?
Well, you know, it was a request from one of my precious underlings, after all. I convinced him by saying Tessa would be there too. Then he agreed right away.
Pain. Pure pain.
Why you
My
left the
girl
girl?
has a baby on the way right now. So we decided to get married, but her parents wouldn't approve of it. Said they wouldn't let me have their daughter unless I got out of the business. I agonized over the decision, so much that I could only eat 2 slices of pizza instead of the usual 3.
Oh no.
That's a normal amount of pizza. Like,
yeah,
that's actually less than a normal.
Like both
I knew you are.
Both of those are like that's not like a shocking amount of pizza. Like 3 slices.
Now what if that's like New York style? Like the Goodfellas size.
I don't know. Well, then how do they? Well, they prep pizza differently in Japan too. But then again, if it's the American writers, they might be thinking American pizza.
So
yeah.
I made up my mind to talk to the boss about it, but before I could.
Oh, I get it. Then I'll try asking him for you.
And MoMA listened to Iris.
What? I didn't have any ulterior motives, so don't get it twisted.
About the case.
Sorry, but I haven't found anything that might.
God, Shinpei's a real bro. He's just like, damn, I've been on this case.
What about the rest of the staff?
They'll probably tell you the same thing.
The detectives from HQ have already questioned the rest of the staff. Their report is uploaded on the database. 0 clues.
Database.
There isn't any information that could help us at all.
Oh, Zach is back, by the way.
What's up, Zach?
Hi, Zach.
We missed you.
Hello, Zach.
Why did you
never leave us again?
I came to say thanks to the boss for yesterday. I was thinking of going to Akiba. This place
It really
is
is
on
just
the
how
way.
creepy that sounds.
Why Akiba?
Sorry, we were discussing earlier.
I need to
They're
stop
like, oh,
by a
Zach's
maid
still in chat.
cafe.
You can vote on where we're gonna go.
Maid Cafe?
And then you
Yeah,
went
it's
here.
called Sunfish Pocket.
I promise we're not just like leaning on you to carry
My
this.
girlfriend works there.
Oh.
That show is supposed to run for 6 hours straight, from 6 to midnight.
Scott, will you be happy?
I will be very happy. Those two deserve each other.
But it wasn't the same contestant the whole time. They were supposed to swap out every hour. Our appearance was slated for 9 p.m.
Wouldn't know anything about the others. I already turned in the list of contestants. to the
Eber, would you
cops.
say
Why
pregnancy
don't
is
you try hitting them up one
counts
by
as
one?
being well off?
The other detectives already took care of that a while back.
That's a weird question, Scott.
I know. I'm just trying to get that bingo.
clues there either.
No.
That bingo square
Any
early.
reports of suspicious
Wait,
individuals?
where is it?
So the Sunfish Pocket made being well.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, because she's apparently pregnant.
Where
And
were you?
it's going to be the same one.
Where were you on the show last
Didn't you
night?
just say so earlier? It is what it is.
About the
I'm
case.
pissed about the case too. That co-appearance was like a dream come true, and the whole show was ruined. I'd love to get my hands on the bastard responsible.
A dream come true?
The boss and Tessa got to. Shut it! Anyway, I'd love to help you with your investigation and all. But unfortunately,
Okay.
I don't have any info that might be useful to you.
Zach, it is not your fault for leaving. You have any
I don't
leads
know
at
what
all?
to tell you.
Did you see any suspicious people hanging around the studio, for example?
Suspicious people.
Zach, you can leave
I
the stream at
guess the
any
only
time
one who
until we
comes to
officially
mind
put
is
you on some kind of
Kameji.
payroll.
Kameji?
Which don't worry,
Yeah,
long time
Andy's
before that,
Kameji,
we're not
the
on payroll
host.
either.
Supposedly,
You gotta
he has
donate to our
connections with the
petition.
Yakuza.
Or, yeah.
if we reach $500 a month, we'll give it all to Zach, and he
I'm not talking about
Fund our
group,
favorite
of
chat
course.
member.
It's just something I heard at a meeting with the street bosses. Word is he's involved in some dangerous transactions. Though that might not have anything to do with last night.
Kameji has connections with the Yakuza? Could it be true?
Let's figure that out later. You need to gather intel for now.
Got it. Then let's go somewhere else.
Did Shinpei's
Yeah, I didn't take his finger or anything. We're not doing any of that outdated cutting off your finger deal.
After all, the Kumakuras are a gang with morals.
Sounds like an oxymoron. Like a vegan zombie.
Okay, guys, Yakuza are okay. It's fine. They're fun. They're really cool. They aren't gonna come after us for making this game.
All right, Zach, who do we want to visit? Do we want to visit 12-year-old Mizuki and Otaku friend? Do we want to visit e-girl streamer? Or do we want to visit Minecraft Steve on the top of a roof? Cast your vote now. Text a number. Maybe it's us.
Yeah, you just randomly pick number 1 through 3.
If you can text your answer to just any random number. There is a 4 in probably a billion chance that it's one of us.
Text messaging rates still apply.
Yeah. Save room for last so we can jump after visiting E-Girl and Child.
There you go.
All right, let's visit Child.
By the way, how late do we want to go on this stream tonight, folks?
It is Ota.
There's an Ota.
You guys a new character?
Who's this girl?
Man,
Is
this
this
sucks.
That's
I heard it talked my
probably a
job
friend
yesterday.
then.
That was with the local detective, right? I haven't heard anything
That
yet.
ain't that.
Big
It's not
sis,
Iris.
perhaps you should help them?
Big sis.
Big sis.
What?
Ah, that's just what I call Mizuki.
Ah, and you're...
My name is Kizuna. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Hi, Kizuna.
That line sounded like it got cut off.
Yeah.
I'm from the Metropolitan Police Department.
Ryuki, right?
What's up, Ota? You took off your hat.
You were on that quiz show last night.
Why do you call Mizuki that?
This is a bit difficult to explain. I just sensed a certain elegance to Mizuki that was characteristic of an older sister.
Is that a compliment?
Tama, how old is Kizuna?
18, same as Iris. They're in their 3rd year, so they're graduating soon. In other words, Mizuki is a whole 6 years younger than Kizuna.
Counter.
Chef's choice salad.
God, more shit to click on.
I guess it's up to luck. Wow, it's stuffed so tight.
Why did you say it like that? Salt, pepper, spices, and...
It says Ota's black
Aww.
sauce.
I see a kitchen.
Her
See
advice,
something you like, Ryuki?
don't ever eat
No.
Ota's black
I'll
sauce.
sell you that poster for 1,000 yen.
No thank you.
It's not worth it.
There are autographs from famous people on display. There are strips of paper with the menu written on them in the wall. There's a window. It's a mop.
Hey Scott, can I ask how you had the opportunity to try it out yourself?
No, that was another lifetime. I don't feel comfortable talking about it.
Bookshelf. Lucky count.
What are you doing?
What?
Haven't you heard? If you meow at a lucky cat statue, happiness will come your way.
I see.
Is that a reference?
Not
Mr.
to
Ryuki,
999,
there's a video of
unfortunately.
Tessa playing Muleka.
Or
Wanna
Zero
watch?
Escape.
What
But it
is-
is a reference to the first game.
Look at
Because
that
I think
Ota's
Aiba
face.
told that to Date.
What is
See?
what is Miyolki?
Maybe later.
I know.
Yoki.
It's a CRT TV used for Smash Brothers tournaments.
Look, Ryuki, a jellyfish.
It's a stool.
Kizzy, if you wanted to change the light bulbs or something, you can stack the cases there and stand on top of them.
Ota, I thought we got over this nonsense.
No, thank you. I have absolutely no desire to do so.
Swinging door. I love refrigerators. There are family photos on display. It is a counter.
Milky is a Finnish throwing game invented by Lahden Pika Company in 1996. Centuries-old throwing game. I'm trying to see what the actual... Okay, set consists of a throwing pin and 12 shorter wooden pins, also called skittles, numbered from 1 to 12. Pins are initially placed in a tight group in an upright position 3 to 4 meters from the throwing line, with the pins organized in rows. You take turns throwing to toss the throwing pin to try to knock over numbered pins. So it's kind of like caper toss bowling, except just like handheld. Knocking over a pin scores the number of points marked on it, so that means say the ones in the center are worth more. A pin doesn't count if it's leaning or on the throwing pin or the numbered pin, so it has to be parallel to the ground.
Is that Phoenix Wright?
No, Phoenix Wright is different than the game Milky. They have different rules. No, I know what you mean.
Fortune is written in colored paper. There was
a lot of dates on that calendar.
There was another broken clock
Go
reference.
on a date with me.
No thanks.
Well, this one had the broken clock already because of the whole Matsushita diner theming from before.
Yeah, no, 100%. But Ryuki said I don't like broken clocks again.
Oh, okay.
Man, just a customer, I guess.
It's all right now, because I am
Wow, they're
here.
laying this on.
How are you,
big.
young boy?
Does this tattoo say "Dang Life"?
Guess he's not doing too good.
I thought I read that
Maybe you
Dante,
shouldn't
but
talk
that's
to
still
that
in my
guy.
head.
He seems pretty drunk.
He's drinking non-alcoholic beer.
What do you want, jerk?
I was not aware you could get drunk from non-alcoholic beverages.
You can't, you idiot.
Pardon me, but may I ask your name?
He seems to be depressed. All right. Your name.
Are you Mr. Ota Matsushita?
Oh, you heard of me? Did you talk to Date or something?
Yeah, something like that.
He's linked to the new Cyclops serial killings. That's how I know his name and age.
Ota is 24. 1 year older than you, Ryuki.
Yeah, that's why I'm being polite.
Okay. Does anyone else?
As if he wouldn't be polite if he was older than...
Nah.
Ota handles the cooking, serving, and accounting all by himself.
That's right.
Tama, are there any legal issues with this?
Not at all. His mother, Mayumi Matsushita, holds the proper certification for food hygiene.
Mr. Matsushita, can I ask where your mother is?
Probably in the living room back there. I guess she's sitting at the kotatsu watching TV or something.
Matsushita was closed for a long time. It recently reopened. They got a decent customer traffic and made a pretty good amount of money. Thank you.
Man, that was crazy! I said it before, but I was watching that stream live. I heard Tessa and Mizuki were gonna be on that show, right? Then that body appeared out of nowhere. Man, I couldn't believe what I saw. Speaking of crazy, that ViewCube video.
You saw it?
No, not the whole thing. Too scary.
Ota, you, fought a guy in a bear costume.
Yeah. I saw the one before, though.
The one before?
Wait a second.
You don't know? I think it was about half a year ago. A video similar to that one went viral. Everyone was talking about it online.
Ah, I know of that one as well. The mysterious video known as Bats 490, correct?
Yep.
Hey, Zach
yeah.
in chat said,
Code
were you
hidden in it,
beside yourself?
God damn it.
And I have a
According
personal
to the
question
rumors,
from the mysterious
whoever
person in
deciphers
chat,
it will learn the
who might be
secret of the
Scott.
world.
No
And
idea
in
who
fact
that is.
would I rather drink a whole glass of Pilk, which is Pepsi milk, or a soup bowl of Pissy Shitty?
Secret of the world.
You know, I think I would
Did a
take
Very
crowd
good
favorite.
question that's posted by somebody in chat.
You're a grade schooler yourself, by the way.
Truly a scholar of our time.
What about soup bowl of
The
milk?
video starts with a bunch of bats flying around.
Bats!
Guess that's where the bats part comes from. I don't know what the 490 means, though.
It's 70 more than blazing it.
Were you able to decode it?
No way. I had no idea what it meant.
Well, it's not like solving it would have been a big deal. I'll bet that secret of the world stuff is bogus anyway.
Don't ruin the fantasy,
Zach said,
Mizuki.
Coke is the drink of the people.
Just telling it like it is.
Well, Brantley,
it's just an
you
ARG.
can't keep the chat room in
It's a game
suspense.
for kids.
I don't have milk and I don't have... Actually, I do have Pepsi, but...
You realize you don't have to actually do it, right?
The game master releases mysterious information to the public via
It's what Webster Dictionary calls a hypothetical.
Okay, so this game is explaining to us ARGs. I think this game wants us to partake in an ARG.
Players decode the information to discover a location or objective. Simply put, an ARG is a fusion of games and real life.
So are we going to take part in the ARG inside of the game?
I have no
Or
idea.
outside?
Hey, just so you know, if someone beats it, they might get a prize. Most times, it's just a prank. Oftentimes, they may never somebody solve a mystery. Sometimes they're even used as a marketing tool. ARGs are progressed by an undefined number of players working together, mainly online. Do this to high potential to spread fast. They make it very helpful when marketing content. Thank you.
Now put it past Ujikoshi to put in a frickin' ARG.
Does Ota have a girlfriend?
That came out of nowhere. Of course I have one. You met her yesterday, right? Tessa.
Oh, you no.
Iris Sagan.
Oh no, Mizuki.
You go to hell.
Look at
Ota.
Mizuki's like, no.
Ota, do you want me to rip your tongue out?
Good. Do it anyway.
Well, as long as we're on the subject. Are you going out with anyone, Kizzy?
Oh my god.
Oh, me? Such relations with gentlemen are completely foreign to me.
Did he just call her Kizzy?
He did.
Yes.
Yeah.
Are you into babyface guys that know how to cook?
Oh my god, Ota.
No shame.
Oh,
Itchy,
my
she
type
loves
is so stereotypical that I am embarrassed to admit it. Someone like Prince Charming.
Never mind. Fuck this earth.
I yearn to be a princess.
I was very under the impression that she meant I like women.
I hope my Prince Charming will appear before me with a glass slipper someday. That's my
We're
dream.
getting our hopes up too high too quickly.
Slipper?
Well,
man.
Ota? Who is that?
Well, he's a customer. He comes by a lot.
His name is Bitch Biggie.
Well, in any case, I have a great affinity for
Very
shoes.
good.
My admiration of Princess Cinderella partially comes from that, I'm sure. Glass slippers. Isn't that so magical? How lovely
Zach
it
said
would
she's
be
into
to
foreign
dance in
dudes.
them.
Wouldn't it be hard to dance in glass
Yes,
slippers?
she wants a Prince Charming so she can secure an alliance with the French nobility.
That is true.
Today is February 11th, National Foundation Day.
Oh yeah, it is. So why are you here?
Why else? To eat some of Ota's cooking.
Mizuki is never in school. She's always on vacation.
Brought my friend Kizzy with me.
And I appreciate your business.
Iris had an offer to appear on the show, so she was asked to bring another talent from Lemniscate, but no one could make it, so I decided to go instead. As the president of Lemniscate, I couldn't just turn it down.
I forgot that this 12-year-old is the president of Lemniscate.
President? Aren't you 12?
It's a long story. I ended up taking over the company after Daddy. Sorry, but I don't know anything. I just went on the show like Iris asked, and then a body showed up out of nowhere. I've heard about Jin Furue, but it's not like I knew him personally. Sorry, I can't really help.
Okay. This bottom one is going to be one of our board things. I guarantee it. I hate Date.
And?
I mean, Mr. Date is like your foster father, so I thought I'd let you know just in case.
Foster father? I'm the one taking care of him. I'm paying the rent and utility bills too.
You're like a millionaire, Mizuki. Shut the fuck up.
Oh.
Hey, why is our chat in Streamlabs is fucking up?
Is it? What's
yeah.
going on?
Anytime you put a comma, it's just a bunch of fucking numbers.
Oh, it's not.
Oh, I know of Mr. Date as well.
That's not too uncommon.
He's quite close with Iris, so I
Oh,
have
yeah,
the honor of being on
Apostrophe's doing
friendly
that.
terms with him as well.
It's like Twitch's identification code for the comma.
Yeah, we'll have
Instead
to
of just being a comma.
We'll have to go through this Streamlabs some other time. About the incident
I was
last.
watching that quiz show live as well. Then, goodness, I couldn't believe it. That corpse suddenly appeared on the screen. I couldn't sleep last night from the shock of it all. I was worried about Big Sis and Iris as well.
Yeah, you called me a bunch, I remember.
You witnessed the corpse with your own eyes, did you not? Are you certain you're okay?
I'm totally fine.
I watched a dude's head blow up.
Your mental fortitude
I've
is
also got shot in the leg.
I've been through a lot is all.
I am indeed. How did you know?
Your uniform? Don't tell me you're a uniform buff, Ryuki. I didn't take you for a pervert.
Kizzy is good friends with Iris and Mame too. Oh, you don't know about Mame, do you? Amame Doi's her full name.
Is she the mermaid?
She attends Secuba High like Kizzy and Iris.
Iris and Mame belong to the same dance club as I. It was through them that I was introduced to Big Sis. Yes, I most certainly do. However, I am not very good at it.
That's not true. You've even won a dancing competition before.
That was nothing more than a fluke.
A fluke?
Iris is a far better dancer.
No, she's not. Iris sucks at dancing.
Okay.
Hey, Kizzy, I want to see you dance.
Here, what are you thinking?
I'm getting like Starfire vibes off of Kizune.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Don't you
Yeah, she has like a very formal way of speaking.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got.
I bet we're gonna see the fucking part from the trailer.
Play some music.
Yep.
Just a sec.
All right. $10 on Invincible Heart Arrow.
Wait, I have not agreed to anything yet.
Do we have to watch all of it? Oh, fuck. No, it's a different song.
Oh, dang.
The dude's watching.
You're terrible.
This game is about killing dudes.
Zach just, huh.
Period.
Now, Zach, if you think that this is going to end at an appropriate time, you'd be wrong. And if I were to tell you that this is not the first time that something like this has happened.
Yep.
When you said this is everything, like this is part of everything.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah.
I will remind everybody that this isn't even in one of the dream dives.
Yeah, this is just happening. This guy is like, fuck yeah.
Oh my god.
He's got the same hair as that one like super fan that was in Zombieland Saga.
Oh my god, I just am such a big fan of it being like, we're also going to include a fucking half reference.
Too true, Zach.
I'm only half, I need the whole. Hell yeah, bitch, bring it.
Oh my god, and you're right. The light of the sun. Bird is just out brightly.
Oh, man is talking.
I heard you introducing yourself earlier.
I am Bitch McGee.
My name's Leon. Leon Twining.
No, there's
and I'm
no
22 years
fucking
old.
way.
My father's American and my mother's Japanese.
This guy's just fucking vomiting his life story.
So,
My name is Rock
I want you to
Kickass.
marry
I
me.
am 5 years old.
How is this guy 22 and Ryuki's 23 and Ota's 24?
Or this dude has very big daddy vibes.
Do you think
course
Leon
this
here
isn't
in
a
the
joke.
Japanese version is speaking like
Kizuna's dance
American
purified
Japanese?
my heart.
Oh, I hope so.
There was
His
so
heart's
much darkness building inside me, but she cleared it all away. It felt like I went straight to heaven. I've
Zach
always
said
wanted
those
to be
cops
a
are bringing more
pilot
energy
since
to
I was
this
little.
performance than
It was my
she
dream
is,
to fly through the sky.
and those city miles.
Kizuna made that dream come true for me.
Thank you,
Seeing
Layden.
her dance, it was like my soul pierced the heavens and flew into the stars. So, I've decided. I'm gonna marry her! Won't you marry me, Kizuna?
All right. Is the thing on his neck a cross or an airplane?
Airplane.
I really hope it's an airplane.
No, thank you.
Oh, he's dead.
He is a Phoenix Wright character.
I'll pretend I didn't hear that.
No, thank you.
I'll pretend I didn't hear that either.
Oh my
No, thank
god.
Anyway, I won't give up. You'll come around eventually, Kizuna. My motto is, if at first you don't succeed, try and fail again!
Good.
I think you mean try again.
No,
Ladies
I'm
and
not
gentlemen, that's
okay.
definitely how you
My heart
act.
feels like a jackhammer.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna burst
Somebody
out
tells
of
you
my
no, you
chest
just
any
keep doing
second.
it.
Leanne has passed the
Actually, I got fired yesterday.
Somnium Files speed test of how quickly can we lead
I
you
didn't
to
feel like doing anything
to
after I
lose
woke up
sympathy
this
for this
morning.
character.
I came here so I could drink my problems away.
But you were drinking non-alcoholic beer.
I can still get drunk off of them, okay?
Powerful. That's a really good superpower.
What job did you get fired from?
I was a bank clerk.
What were you really?
I don't like talking about it, but I was a janitor.
Custodial staff is the backbone of our society. Do not let this guy fucking talk shit.
I think that is a noble job.
Thank you, Kizuna.
What? So right!
But
But unfortunately, my job was
environmental
taken from me.
services tech.
I have zero motivation to do anything now. Hard work just seems so pointless.
I dislike people who don't work hard.
All right. I'm hitting up the employment office tomorrow.
This guy has a rather one-track mind.
He doesn't seem all that bad, though.
Somehow.
This game,
Now,
no.
we haven't obtained much
the-
useful information. There's no point in staying here for too long.
Yeah, let's go somewhere else.
If I had a nickel for every time a person tried to turn their life around because an
Is this a
18-year-old
Tamagotchi?
girl,
Sorry.
yeah, a Tamagotchi. Oh god.
It is.
It really is.
Oh my god.
I'd have 2 nickels, one for every time an 18-year-old girl, like, convinced an older man to change his ways in these games. Triangle is scary. Brave, loving, impish.
Why is that just randomly a thing now?
Fuck. Alright, do you want to go through the characters we had not seen before?
Yeah, do you want to actually be entertaining?
Dislikes the unemployed.
Wow, okay. See, once again, how quickly can we cause me to lose sympathy of this character?
I'm looking for someone who has four, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6.
Are you just trying to find names to plug into the fucking
God, you metagamer.
Kagami?
Does
Hey,
Kagami's picture
photo is off his name now. Well, at least it is on this one. Maybe it's different in the future one.
Okay. I don't give a shit. Alright. No, we'll go through them later.
Okay.
Alright. He is completely out of it. Oh, they're just gonna stand here. Alright, high school time. Let's go to high school. Some people say I'm a dreamer, but I am not. And this is what Zach is. Hey! It's the mermaid girl.
No, I really hope she's not the pregnant one. No, I really, really, really
Iris,
hope that she's not
How are you
dating
feeling?
the
Still
dude.
upset about last night?
I'm okay. I recover pretty quick from these things. See? I'm bouncing right back. Bouncy, bouncy, bouncy bunny!
Ryuki, would you mind hitting her with a German suplex?
Thank you, Tama.
Later.
Hey.
By
No,
the way,
Iris is allowed
you're-
to be that way.
That's fair.
It's okay.
She's one of my best
She's a
friends.
high schooler. She needs to live her life.
Nice to meet you. My name is Amame Doi. I'm a 3rd year at Sekiba High, and I'm in the same dance club as Iris. I'm a super
Damn.
hyper cutie miracle beauty.
Ryuki, I think we should leave.
Hold on. So you're the one I heard about. Mizuki and Kizuna told me about you earlier.
Huh. You just pictured me in a leotard, didn't you?
No?
Oh, it's a pervert! Somebody call the police.
I am the police.
Oh, come to think of it, you were on the quiz show last night, weren't you? Your name started with an R, I think.
Reggie. Reggie Fils-Aimé.
Robot.
Yeah.
It's all coming together.
That's better.
God damn, we got one up by the writing.
Monitor. Window. Blackboard. Table.
This is an all-girls school, so obviously there are only female students. So it's not like I don't understand why you'd want to stroke that chair. But...
Was that a JoJo reference?
I do not.
It was.
Walker.
It was not a joke.
Pick one of my door. All right. What's your career path after graduation? All right. How terrible is this gonna be?
You could say I'm a part-timer. It's just me and my mom back home, so money's tight. I don't have time to go to college or a specialty school.
But Mommy is so smart! She always has the best grades, even though she doesn't go to class much.
I've been busy with my part-time job and dance practice.
Where do you work?
I work as a mermaid at a gaudy maid cafe called Sunfish Pocket. Mermaids are what they call the maids that work there.
They wear these cute mermaid outfits as they serve the customers? I know because I used to work at Sunfish Pocket a long time ago. Mommy works there at night after dance practice.
How late do you work?
Don't tell anyone, but until about 11.
I'm so nervous.
Zach, just laughing.
Even when you were 17.
Yes, ever since I was 16.
That's a violation of Article 61 of the Labor Standards Act, though it would be the employer who would be penalized.
I lied to the manager about my age.
Which the employer would be
Labor Standards
dead now.
declares that you cannot employ anyone younger than 18 from 10 p.m. to 5 a.m.
So according to my profile, I'm 20 years old right now.
That's a bit...
I'm sorry. Please don't arrest me. My family's poor, so I need to keep working.
Oh no.
Lol, no taking you in. Bye.
There's an X-ray.
Let's wait on that, shall we?
I know about the incident.
Run through everything
I was
else
watching
first.
the live stream of that quiz show. I don't think there's anyone from our generation that doesn't know who he is. He's famous for having a sharp tongue. He used to write a bunch of completely lame articles and critiques online. He used to start up stupid internet drama crap on Twitter, too.
This guy's just supposed to be the
no. Yeah, I just made that connection too.
His main job was being the CEO of Music Food. I guess that's like the president of the company? I think I read an article online that said he started the business when he was 22.
Oh no, but also I'm glad he's dead then.
Then is shrouded in mystery, and no one knows anything about his childhood, right?
Yeah, he was a pretty mysterious figure.
Music Food is a subscription music service and mainly focused on Japanese music, so it's not widely serviced to whatever. They do have 10 million subscribers, so I'm sure they make a good profit. Alright. Please don't fucking ruin this.
You could wait, you could go to Iris first.
Yeah.
Rip the band-aid off?
I think we just ripped the band-aid off.
Yeah. We have to assess this game for its
Mommy
content.
turned into a skeleton.
Oh.
It's an X-ray.
What?
Anyway, the girl does have some nice femur. I'd love to get inside those for a taste of the marrow.
What is wrong with
What?
What is this just...
Keep going.
I can see a Mame skeleton. Okay, so...
Okay, that was dumb.
So, like, does the weirdness of it cancel out the pervertedness of it?
It's Pilk.
It might there.
Is class over?
No, today is February 11th? National Foundation Day.
Oh, right. Then why are you at school?
With marrows like that, she drinks a lot of pilk.
I just felt
That's
compelled.
capital
I can
P
only wear
pilk
this
to you,
uniform and
friend.
attend this school for about another month or so.
So I invited Mame, and we just kind of ended up here.
Iris and Amame are third years. They'll be graduating soon.
I'm sorry, I don't know anything about it. It did feel like some sort of paranormal phenomenon, though.
Paranormal?
Like I mentioned last night, maybe that body teleported here from some other world. The other half could have been absorbed into some other dimension, and that split the body in two.
Speaking of which,
But she was
rumors
wrong
that
about
people who
everything
watched
in
that
the last...
video and disappeared could have also been swallowed into another dimension.
Back in chat, it said, lowercase pilk. You believe in a personal pilk. How's your walk with pilk?
Clickety clack, I boiled a potato and my socks in a sack.
Mr. Ryuki, are you okay?
The song Ryuki just singing is German Soup Socks, I think.
Mizuki didn't tell you?
She did, but I want to double check, just in case.
The agency I belong to, Lemniscate, received a request for me to appear. They wanted me and one more person to participate as a pair, but we couldn't find anyone with an opening in their schedule. And that's why Mizuki ended up going instead.
Iris is sitting on a chair.
Leering at an 18-year-old. That's a bit creepy, don't you think?
I was not leering. Iris is just sitting on a chair. I have no further commentary.
Now you're trying too hard.
Well, what do you want me to say?
Yeah, everyone's constantly just baiting Ryuki, and it's not really helping.
What about being spawned in another dimension? Yeah, but he's a cop, so.
That's your code video.
But he's an anime cop. They're different. They're not real.
Video went viral about half a year ago.
The Bats 490 video. Supposedly people who saw it suddenly vanished.
That's 490. Kizuna mentioned the same thing.
So, they say those who went missing were taken into another dimension.
He does have a gun, but it's like a fucking digital. It's called the Digivolver.
Yes,
so did I.
But you two haven't disappeared.
That's because we haven't decoded it.
There's a code hidden inside Bats 490.
Dude, I love the idea that these two just get together and watch creepypasta videos all night and are just like, what the fuck does this mean? What the fuck does this mean?
They say the code reveals a specific location.
You have to go there to get taken
thank you for sharing your folk story in chat.
And the people who decrypted the code
you're
all said the
weak
same
god.
thing before vanishing.
I've learned the secret of the world.
But no
because
one
the
knows
top
what that
food
secret
chain
is.
god.
Oh fuck. There's a skeleton in the chat. Oh no!
Yanni,
It's not
I told you to meet me
Ota!
at the gate, didn't I?
Yeah, but I got here a bit early.
It's definitely
Also, voice actor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His name is Gen Ishiagane. He's the owner of the fusion restaurant Brahman in
It's
Golden
Prazd.
Mocha. Though, I'm sure you already know that.
Yeah, I've been there many times. But why is Gen here?
Ah, if it isn't Mr. Ryuki.
Who's the voice actress guy?
You can't tell.
I'm not good at that kind of stuff.
It's Prazd.
It is King Dragon.
Are you here to investigate that case by any chance?
It is
Oh, wow.
King Dragon.
Yes. I was
Yeah, it's
talking to
Pro ZD.
Iris about it.
Or Sunwon Cho.
I also watched the quiz show last night. Several people I know were on it.
So I guess we know his identity now. You take it off, he's just under there.
Oh,
His
are you
real
asking
head.
because I'm wearing this mask? It was fine. The security for this school is practically non-existent.
There's your answer, Zach. Someone signed this person to a building in children. No, they did not. He just walked. Thank you,
There are
narration.
tons of places on the grounds without any fences or security cameras.
So you didn't walk in through the front gate?
I couldn't have dressed like this. A guard would have stopped me.
There is a reason he wears the mask. He would scare people if he took it off. He's scaring me now. That's what he said. He called a monster when he was a kid. I bet he's handsome. I bet he's a fucking gorgeous person.
This is 2 for 2 iGames where characters are called monsters.
Why are you here?
I drove here to pick up Amame and Iris. I need them to help out at work tonight.
Oh, I'm sorry, Genny. Something came up.
Oh.
Well,
I
we have
see.
an unattainable square.
I'm free
Yeah.
though. I can still help.
That'd be great.
You two are
No,
close with Gen,
it's
huh?
gonna come off
Yeah.
eventually.
We're just a big ol' happy
Oh, you mean the
person.
Ota one?
Hey, Amame.
Yeah.
That was a weird way to phrase
I mean,
it.
the other
Amame
ones definitely
visited
happened.
Brahman a lot.
It's on
Even
still
back when it was
fine.
in Yotsuya.
Once it moved to Golden Yokocho, I took Iris there.
You've been to Brahmin too, Mr. Ryuki?
Of course. I've been there several times. Mr. Date took me there.
Mr. Date? So you must know Mr. Date too, Genny.
I've known him for a long time. We're so close, we've seen each other's buttholes.
What?
Wow, what a small world.
I love that it doesn't hurt.
Is she really going to ignore the butt part?
I think I's writing is
You're
miserable,
more than welcome
and
to
I
visit anytime.
love it.
Denny's cooking is amazing.
Come on.
Everything he makes
Dante's
is
allowed
so
to post
good.
full on
My
me.
tongue could fall right
Give him
off. Personally,
Well,
I think his
but
place
news
and
friends, I guess
Matsushita
we're not that
Diner are
close.
competing for the #1 spot.
Come on now, don't compare my restaurant with a place like that. The cooking there was superb when Takiro was still the man behind the chef's knife, but now it's his son Ota running things. He doesn't know the first thing about cooking. His dishes are missing the most important condiment.
Love.
Man.
Well, I think we got enough info here for now. Ryuki, wanna get going?
Sounds good.
What kind of bathroom are you talking about? Is this one of those see-through bathrooms?
No, it's a studio apartment.
Where the bathroom is also the studio.
Open concept. There he is.
I'm not okay with this. I'm not okay.
Gosh,
What?
Steven.
Apparently
Who is
Ryuki
he?
isn't either.
Shoma, my little boy, he's in elementary school. One day I wake up, go to the bathroom mirror, and I have writing on my forehead. It must have been Shoma. He had been learning letters in school recently. Anyway, he writes, "Death Tub." And I'm thinking, Death Tub? Is that what he meant? Is he trying to tell me something? Then Shoma saw my face and started busting out laughing. And I was thinking, what's so funny?
You got a square ass head.
That's when I realized when you see Death Tub in the mirror,
Butthead. Oh!
lot of energy, inti, pachaka max!
What?
Awful. Oh, I forgot Tama likes comedians.
Another story about Shoma. One day I got a call from school and a rather heavy-set vice principal told me, "Your Shoma called me a pig of all things." I apologized, then gave Shoma a talking to. "Listen here, Shoma. Don't you ever call the vice principal that again."
What's it gonna be?
I unhinged my mouth like a snake.
Okay, I won't call the vice principal a pig anymore. But it's okay if I call a pig vice principal, right?
Good joke.
I say, sure, why not? So then as the kid is leaving, he says, "I'm sorry, can I go play with my friends now, vice principal?"
I get it.
Lot of energy, inti, pachaka max!
This game. Oh God.
Oh.
I think I like "Where's the Controversy" better as a punchline.
Where's the controversy? Can I talk to him?
Just tell you more jokes.
Are you finished?
Oh,
Well,
I think I just
you're the
realized that
only
your
one
little
here.
like mouse icon is differently
You're
colored
Mr.
if
Ryuki
you're
from
using
the
Tama
Metropolitan
Yeah.
Police
versus
Department,
Iba.
right?
I just noticed
You came
that.
here to
That's
talk
nice.
about what happened.
Yes.
Oh,
Well, let's
crap
go
like
somewhere
that.
else to talk. You'd prefer someplace quieter, right?
We're gonna
Go to the plains. Go to the plains.
We're gonna go on the Ferris wheel.
He just invites you up on stage.
Yep. Classic.
Oh God.
Wait,
Oh,
the
God.
Ferris
Yeah.
wheel?
Well, why not?
Alone with a middle-aged man in an enclosed space? This is not what I had in mind.
Help. It's a door to the gondola.
Hey, Ryuki. You're a vice principal, aren't you?
Answer like
It's
people.
the other way around. Wait. The other way around doesn't sound right either.
I'll have to
it's
click
a good
here.
idea to end all of your jokes
I
with God
love
of energy.
Ferris wheels. I like anything that continuously spins around, actually.
Not like a broken clock, which I hate.
Yeah.
Plane
I
propellers,
almost
washing
put on a
machines,
bingo board item for the
beds
Ferris
at
wheel.
love hotels.
Think some kind of
There used to be
cycle metaphor.
rotating beds at love hotels a long time ago.
How do you know that?
Just like life, isn't it? With its ups and downs. We rotate around the same places over and over.
Well, the beds at love hotels don't go up and down, though. Although, I guess they do, in a way.
My boy is just like me, you know?
Squarehead.
Shoma? You mentioned him on stage earlier.
Yes, he really loves this Ferris wheel too. He's almost in middle school and he still comes here by himself all the time. He talks like he's all grown up, but he's still a kid inside.
With your love of Ferris wheels, I'd say you're still a kid on the inside too.
You got a point there. He's right in the middle of his rebellious stage, so he's been a handful. His mother hasn't been around for about 3 years now.
Leave it to this game to make this guy like a straight man.
Was it a divorce?
Yeah. She got sick of me and left the house.
Does this have to do with the Yakuza by any chance?
I have a recommendation of policy change here. Zach has recommended that, said that Komeji here, as comedy works, he tells you when you're supposed to laugh. So I think probably this would be a good idea for all of us to implement as well.
What? We gotta come up with our own thing.
Yep, I think I already got mine. I'm just gonna, like, every time I make a joke, I'm just gonna end with laugh. Laugh.
Bada bing.
That's
I gotta come up with a
complete
joke first,
nonsense.
though.
I'm just
Then
an
I can
ordinary
work.
comedian.
Yeah.
Well, even if it was true, he wouldn't just admit it.
Also, kudos to this game for actually having you go through Ferris
I'm a
wheel.
comedian
If
now.
you notice the background.
But when I was in my early 20s, I was working as a regular company employee. I appeared on several quiz shows on the side and ended up winning first place many times.
Komeiji was famous as a quiz king ever since he was a student. He even had worshippers who lauded him as the quiz god.
Thinking back, that may have been the peak of my life. Adored wherever I went, everyone buying me all sorts of things. Maybe I shouldn't have taken advantage of the situation like I did.
God, what the fuck?
I was so enamored by the glamorous celebrity life. I've always loved comedy, so I strived to become a comedian. And after that, well, it's just as you saw on that stage.
This is a fucking confession booth.
I wonder why there wasn't an audience.
Bada
It
bing.
was so funny.
I think if I'm just picturing
haven't
like a
told you yet,
Catholic
have I?
church where the confession booths are Ferris wheels.
The producer for that show knew about me from my Quiz King days. He thought I could tell all sorts of anecdotes and gave me an offer to host the show. Ah, right. Sorry for calling you Team Popo back then. It was in the script. Didn't really have a choice.
I thought it was funny.
Yeah.
Hey, Scott.
By the way, Iris and Muxi are Team Lemscape, Moma and Chimpe are Team Yakuza. On
What's
the
that,
nose.
Beaver?
The father,
this?
it's been a
It's
long
my one
time,
and
so we're gonna
only
need a couple
stage
times around the.
This sharp little bow tie is the highlight. My boy bought it for me last year.
My God.
Grant, would you say these are death flags by any
Bow ties
chance?
are somewhat unusual. Traditional ties are more common.
It's weird, right? Because like these are death flags for characters that you don't want to see die.
Hey Grant, you should totally hit F1 right now.
Why? That's what F1 brings
Oh,
up.
You weren't wearing that tie last night, were
Okay.
you?
Oh,
I thought the
wasn't.
Tamagotchi said F1.
I tend to take it
If
off
you miss
or
it,
put
you
it
miss
on
it.
based on how I'm feeling.
Huh.
Do you come to the
You
stage
can't
a
bring
lot?
up the Tamagotchi now?
Nope.
Yeah.
Well,
the owner
probably
of the
if I
Misaton department store
open
took a liking
menu.
to me.
We got a question to answer. Is it evaluation? Oh no, there it is.
Why was I born in this world? Something needs to be done. Do you find
More
what-
bravery.
So you got to answer these questions correctly because then that dictates how fast you're gonna like
He's
level
given me
up.
the opportunity to appear
Up to
several
level
times
50.
now.
I think you're on track to do the fast level up to
I'm
50
sorry,
and then
I
slow
have no
from
idea
there on.
what happened. I was just invited.
I hope
there
the
and
next
hosted
question
the
is
show as
Zach's
requested.
question that he put in
And
chat.
Weird
but
question,
I don't
funny
know.
man. Do you think it was God, your purpose is to defend the at the park for Team Yellow?
Did you
I
know
mean,
Jin,
yeah,
the
character
victim?
designer is
I've never met
also
him.
worked on Pokemon Go, so.
I do know he was hated for his extreme narcissism and ego. If I had to guess, the motive was probably a grudge. Someone
Oh my
must have
God,
had a
it is
grudge against
Elon
him.
Musk.
I love how just honest and straight forward.
Ah, does it?
A little.
A lot is more like it. Komechi's blood alcohol level is 0.12%. The early stages of inebriation.
I just couldn't get over what happened last night and ended up drinking too much. I wanted to forget about everything. I had to drink.
God.
The most sincere character
Sorry
we've
I
had
couldn't
so
help
far.
you, Mr. Ryuki. I wish you luck with the investigation. I'm rooting for you. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Are we gonna have to listen to another joke? Oh no, he just
There, I just realized there may be a point where you get to X-ray him. I want to see his skeletal structure so bad.
God.
All right. Summarize me, Captain.
We're done with this little tidbit here. Do we want to call this a stream night, or do we want to keep going?
You're going back to Abyss?
I'm okay with going for the full 2 hours, but
to
if
reorganize the
everyone
information
else
I have
needs to
so
get to
far.
bed, I'm okay with that too.
Why don't you just do it in this
Like
limousine?
1 o'clock would definitely be my hard cutoff.
Okay, we can.
Oh, right.
But that would be the full 2 hours. Well,
Beaver, how about you?
That sounds fine.
Okay.
All right, are we gonna get the ghost? Yep.
oh, you can do the scream light. Okay.
All right.
That's fun.
Vote.
Oh my God.
Recite the sutra.
Half drunk.
She's half drunk. He's half drunk. Recite the sutras. Don't do it.
What?
God. Maybe.
What are the sutras? I'll do it. I'm doing that one.
Essence of the Sutra of Great Wisdom, which permits us to go further. The Bodhisattva of the true freedom through the deep practice of the Great Wisdom. O Sariputra, phenomena are no different to emptiness. Emptiness is no different to phenomena. Phenomena return to emptiness.
This game just got 3 hours longer.
This incomparable
Have
mantra
black
tells
wipe.
us, on, together, further than beyond, to the shore of Satori.
Shut up! Stop shouting!
But you surprised me. I thought that the ghost of an S&M pervert with a police uniform fetish who died in a tanning booth had come to haunt me.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Oh my God.
Just like I'm gonna.
Haven't I showed you this body many times over the past 6 months?
I'm still not used to it. Your body is semi-transparent, and I can only see you in the left side of my vision.
I don't know why Zach said thank you, but you're welcome.
So, why did you come out?
I thought it would be easier to talk to you this way.
All right. What do you think of this car?
Honestly, it reeks of bad taste. Makes me
Courageous
wanna
enough to do
puke
that,
just
we
looking
accept
at
you
it.
as
Keep talking like
bisexual.
that, and I'll throw you out the window.
Then you'd be a goner too. I'm the one driving this car, you know.
The writing has been fantastic. Right now, I'm using the car camera to steer the car. Of course, it can go in gas, but I guess it's technically a self-driving car.
Why don't you take the leap and buy a different car?
I can't. This car is all I have of my parents.
Your parents passed away, didn't they?
Yeah, in an airplane crash when I was young.
An aeroplane over the sea.
Do you think the airplane was also self-driving?
From then on, I was living with my younger brother. But
God.
6 years ago,
That explains the airplane necklace.
That's on a different character.
Yeah.
He's a brother orphan
Isn't
too.
that what you're investigating for?
yeah, but remember what Mr. Date and Iris said?
For some reason, just the right half. I could travel through time and space.
Maybe that body teleported here from some other world. The other half could have been absorbed into some other dimension.
Are you hoping they say it?
I'm sorry, Einstein Rosen Bridge, baby. Come on.
No, just for some reason it's stuck in my head.
Not yet.
There isn't much useful information to sort out in the first place. If I had to say one thing, it would be the ViewCube video and that QR code link. By the way, I'm going to cut down on the word salad and call it QR video from now on. The teeny bit of information we got from that QR video is pretty much all we have.
You don't know? I think it was about half a year ago. A video
It does
similar to
count,
that one
Zach.
went
They
viral.
can't not.
The mysterious video known as Bats 490, correct?
There's a code hidden inside Bats 490.
Correct me if I'm wrong, did they ever explain why they were wearing their student uniforms even though there wasn't school that day?
They were like, we don't want to miss any chance to wear our uniforms because they're graduating. It was a non-answer.
They all left behind the same message. I've learned the secret of the world.
I bet Ryuki's gonna learn the secret of the world.
Hey, Tama, is Bats 490 still up anywhere on the internet?
I looked it up. Here it is.
All right, let's do it. That's no streetlight. Drugs.
I've done enough ARGs. I can probably do this right there. That's it.
Oh, Super Mario Sunshine did. That's what happened.
Rip me, burn me.
Oh, it's a YouTube poop. Of course.
Mario! I chiseled it! It's a stone, Luigi! I chiseled it. That was peak comedy. I think that was humanities.
I have no idea what it's supposed to mean.
Hey Zach, if you want to play a game that's really fun that is a 90s internet simulator, you should play Hypnospace Outlaw.
They say there's a hidden message inside, but I can't even tell where we're supposed to look.
Or Elf Bowling, both are good.
Same as the QR video. It was originally uploaded to ViewCube, then it spread from there. The account holder is unknown.
In any case, Bats 490 is the only lead we have right now. If we can figure it out, maybe it'll lead to the QR video.
If only. There's just incoming call.
Ryuki, you have a call. It's from Mizuki.
Mizuki?
I'm connecting her.
Just comes on, bitch, and hangs up.
I got your number from boss.
What is it?
I remembered something about Bats 490. I thought maybe it could lead to a clue.
What did you remember?
Someone in my class at school actually figured it out.
12-year-olds have a ton of time to do this shit.
He decoded
Oh,
the
good,
hidden
Zach. I'm
message
glad
in
that you
Bats
played
490.
it. Hey, I hope you're excited for the sequel that's in development.
Yeah, Dream Settlers coming out, baby.
He did?
His name is Shoma Enda.
Whoa! It's Shoma Enda.
He might know something,
Oh.
so I would go find him. Anyway,
Sorry.
see ya.
Took me a second, sorry.
Isn't that
Andy's Komeiji's?
Does he have a square head?
Oh my god. Don't
There's that
do
one
this.
kid in Mob Psycho that has a.
Don't do this.
He's gonna turn out to be like Roly Poly Oly.
Oh, it's the
what
fucking headphone guy that we talked about that I thought was past Ota. He looks normal. Painfully normal.
the QR code displayed on that sign? There was a link in it leading to a video. We're calling it the QR video. I wanted to talk to you about it. Do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
Toy robot. Doll.
There, buddy.
Is this a puppet for the quiz? Dresser. It's an old-fashioned
A
drawer.
picture of Ame no Uzume, a goddess from Japanese mythology. Supposedly, she is the goddess of entertainment and laughter.
You laugh more often than you breathe.
He doesn't breathe.
Is this a poem written by Komeiji? It says, "It's okay to fall off the horse. You're a saddle after all."
It's a good face.
Wait, this was supposed to be touching?
Family altar.
What is that on top?
Looks like earthenware. Maybe it's some sort of device?
Zach said he's doing what you're supposed to do when a cop
CRT-TV.
questions you in your home without your lawyer
Can
present.
pick
That
up
is
digital
absolutely correct.
broadcasts?
It could, with a dedicated tuner.
There's a strange protrusion on the top. TV stand.
Kids at home watching this stream VOD of a game that's for mature audiences, always remember, if a cop wants to talk to you,
Looks like
shut
a
the fuck
memento
up.
for the quiz king.
Don't say a damn thing.
Toolbox. The closet.
It's Ada Rooster.
Aw, Ada Rabbit is Mizuki's favorite stuffed animal.
Had a rooster.
It's a character.
So upset. The character, God.
Broom. I love refrigerators.
Very good. Thank you.
I heard you went to the same elementary school as Mizuki? She's actually the one who told me about you. Just to confirm, your father is Andes Komeiji, and his real name is Yoneharu Enda. Is that right? What are you making? Don't tell me it's a bomb.
What's it to you, pig? I was told I can't call vice principals pigs, not cops.
You know about the video called Bats 490, right? I have a feeling it's related to the QR video somehow. You solved the code in Bats 490, didn't you? And it showed you a certain location. Am I right?
He's completely ignoring you.
Maybe because he's wearing headphones.
No, that's not it. There's no sound coming from them. Chastity belt on his heart must be locked tightly.
I didn't like that, Tom.
That's a bad sentence.
You won't be able to see his uvula unless you open that lock.
So what you mean is, he probably won't speak unless you can find the key to his heart, I'm guessing.
There might be a key somewhere in this room. Let's find it.
A key to open the lock on his heart.
Zach said, matter of factly, I hate this. We're right with you, bud.
Together? Shoma, wanna play Lucky Laugh together?
What?
Ding! Yes, Shoma. What is your answer?
This guy sucks with kids.
Why don't you try going under the kotatsu?
He'd probably run away.
It's very warm.
Why don't you hit your own head with the hammer toy?
Wow, what a jolly guy he is. I'm gonna tell him everything I know now.
I don't think that's going to happen.
Why don't you smack Shoma on the head?
I don't think he'd ever speak to me.
Can you go back in the log just for half a second? Sorry, I thought that Tama had suggested that hitting him in the head with an effing fan
ever speak
instead
to
of
me.
folding fan. Holy him in the head with
That robot is so cool! Mr. Komeiji used to be amazing. Oh, but he still is, of course.
Damn.
What is that?
It looks like a robot. I tried searching, but it looks like it's not commercially available.
A homemade robot, huh?
I invaded your privacy, kid.
Hey, Shoma. Would you mind showing me the robot in your closet?
Huh? How do you know about that?
Oh, well,
Tell him you heard it from Komeiji.
Right. I heard about it from Mr. Komeiji.
From my dad?
That's right.
Okay then. Just for a bit, okay?
Got a hat?
That's bigger than I expected.
That's much larger than I expected.
You made that?
Yeah. I call it Robota.
All by yourself?
Uh-huh. There's a junk shop in Akiba. I got all the parts there. This robot only has one tire.
Zach also said that is larger than I expected. everyone was like,
it's just about as big as I thought it was going to be.
I don't believe you, Beaver.
No, it is. It looked really big. It looked like a human body inside the closet.
Everything got green again, and I don't like that. Compliment strongly.
That's really amazing. I can't believe a grade schooler made a robot all by himself. A genius like you must be 1 in 100 million.
No. I'm not that special.
Aww.
He's a good kid.
Looks like the lock has opened.
Looks like it.
She's just a classmate. We're not friends or anything. I don't talk to her much.
Do you wish you could talk to her more?
No. Of course not.
Even though she's cute?
That Uggo? She's not cute at all.
His temperature is rising. That was clearly a lie.
Yeah, I could tell.
Yeah. Andy's Komeiji is my dad. Sorry. I don't really want to talk about him.
Why not?
Well, because...
Got a square ass head. What if I have a square ass head? What if I get it as I get older?
Why does it matter?
Ah, damn it.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Now,
Puberty thing.
I think it's about time we get back to why I'm here.
I solved it.
Hmm?
The BATS 490 code. I solved it.
How?
I have to go soon, so I'll tell you the short version.
That's fine.
Tight.
Please just tell me.
Let's
The
get
video's
rules.
hidden message pointed to a certain location, right?
Yeah.
And where is that?
Horodori Lab. The Horodori Institute of Genetics.
Uh-oh, cloning.
I mean, we've already seen plenty
I
on
heard about it
DNA.
last night on the news.
What's wrong with this?
Those
then?
are 100% the like moonwalking suits from Purchase Last
They
Reward.
absolutely are.
Well, there we go.
I am Chikara
Bingo item.
Horodori, the director of this research.
Wait, does that count?
I mean, if we could guarantee, like, if we get a better look and we
His
can
60th
confirm it, then
birthday
I would
was
say
last year.
yes.
Your research. Typical, wearing the typical protective garb. Also DNA.
Excuse me.
We don't
What
have to
is that
confirm
statue?
it right away, but we can come back and
That's
check
the
it.
symbol of our research philosophy here. It will take a while to explain, so perhaps another time.
They had to make more weird shaped head characters because Ryuki's filling the baby face mold.
Ryuki, would you drink that fluid inside the test tube?
Absolutely not.
Why not? You might develop superpowers.
But what if I turned into a giant, green, muscular freak?
That would be
What's
awesome.
that referencing?
I'm not quite
I don't
sure.
know.
The Thing from the Fantastic Four?
Yeah, but they couldn't say orange because I would rather die.
Orange is copyrighted.
Looks like a grotesque monster might be trapped inside.
I actually like grotesque things.
Yeah, I know.
Dubious liquids. Dubious. Robot arm. Robot arm. This has some fucking... Alright. It's the director of the research.
Jun's estimated time of death.
I was sleeping in my bed at home. They say seniors are early to rise, but that's not true at all in my case.
I stay up late night poning the noobs in Halo Infinite. The game's not very good, but fuck it. I love it.
Perhaps that means I'm still young.
Is there anyone who could back your story?
Don't tell me I'm a suspect.
I'm just doing my job. I've always wanted to say that.
God, I love abusing police power. Fuck, it feels so good.
Good for you. Your dream came true.
I live alone now. Unfortunately, there's no one with me at home.
No one can handle my sweet Halo playing skills.
Chikara got divorced 6 years ago. As for children, he has one daughter. She's 32 years old. His daughter and ex-wife are currently living in Italy.
In other words, there's no one who can corroborate Chikara's alibi.
That's right.
I know of him, but I haven't met him in person. I've only read some articles about him online. He's the CEO of a music distribution company.
They did say, in other
director of a
words, is
genetics
that a
research
reference to the Zero Escape Room?
We have nothing in common.
Oh, fuck. What do you think of AI? Scary.
Useful. Oh. Oh, she means AI is in like the general term, not the game.
I'll mean more AI. Okay. X-ray that skull. I cannot X-ray freely.
It was mentioned on the news, but the video itself wasn't broadcasted, so I haven't seen it.
Then you don't know about BATS 490.
What is that?
It's a video that's very similar to the QR video.
I've never heard of it.
I've never heard of it. If it doesn't have to do with Halo, I don't give a shit.
I actually came here to ask you about it specifically. There's a hidden code in the video, and I've heard it points to this research institute.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Perhaps someone just made it up. We mainly conduct research on gene therapy through genome editing here. Are you familiar with genome editing?
We get to actually
Site-specific nucleases. An artificial restriction enzyme known as CRISPR-Cas9 is commonplace these days. Genome editing is a technique that uses this enzyme to splice, replace, and bind any base sequence of DNA.
I didn't understand that at
In
all.
other words,
I
it's
did.
technology that rewrites DNA.
Indeed.
Indeed.
Last year, we developed a revolutionary genome editing method we call Purge.
Well, are you familiar with Pilk? Oh, I love the sweet taste of Pilk. Gives
I
me
can't believe how well that lined up with him giving a different acronym that starts with P.
Purge.
This, genetic diseases that were previously too difficult to treat. For example, severe congenital heart diseases are now curable. But that's not all.
Which one of these dubious liquids is Pilk?
In theory, using Purge,
all of
them. Right.
Mortality.
Why is it?
Right, the most Pilk of the Pilk.
But it's all Pilk, right? Like, it is all Pilk.
These are varying types of Pilk. They're definitely working on it.
Oh, but I don't
the
mean
closest
your
one
body
is
will
Baja
be
Blast
invincible.
flavored Pilk.
Death can still occur via trauma, ingesting poison,
Pilk.
viral infections, this sort of thing. However, it can make death due to old age a thing of the past.
Do you see those Pilkometers in the middle?
Look at it. Look, it is. Look how much Pilk there is per Pilk.
Indeed, the body's deterioration due to aging can be prevented by rewriting all of its DNA, maintaining a permanent state of youth.
Think about all the Halo plague I can do, and all the Pilk I can drink.
However, this has not yet been proven. It's still in its experimental stage, but it won't be long until our hypothesis is substantiated.
How many parts Pepsi is Pilk?
The ultimate dream that humanity has been yearning for thousands of years.
Yeah.
It will soon become a reality. What do you think? Isn't that wonderful?
I'm already forever young. I've seen what I look like in 6 years. I look the same.
Ryuki, don't you think something is off about Chikara?
It's fucking heads.
You think so?
There's a lot of people with just big heads in this world.
You really are
Whose
dense.
choice and I
You're
wear.
dense enough to be the target audience for mobile game ads.
Like, good job, Tama. Way to
Have a big head if you want. Just leave the wing glasses alone. Nobody looks good in wing glasses.
Mobile games can be fun most of the time, though. They take you a page to try to force you to download a different game. It's kind of like advertising fraud. Thank you. Oh, thermonucleosis. Oh, look at all this Pilk.
His temperature is abnormally high.
Maybe he has the flu.
Uh-oh.
Don't make me pluck out your eyebrows from the inside.
Do you think he's upset about something?
Probably. Ryuki, let's find out if he's hiding something.
Wink sync. Yeah, let's give it a shot.
Zach said, with our state-of-the-art Pilk reservoirs, we've discovered 1 unit of Pilk actually generates the power of 14.9 Pilk.
Wink sync is a simplified version of syncing. You can analyze the brainwaves of sync subjects to temporarily look into their dream. This seems highly illegal.
This is illegal as all the other non-consensual things we've done in these games.
I like. Oh fuck!
And also,
there it is.
Oh, you only have 6 seconds.
This guy.
There, you know the horsepower, culture is incredibly difficult.
Wink sync is a simplified version of syncing, but you're still taking a look
Oh,
inside
fuck.
your dreams.
And dreams are made from memories. So there shouldn't be anything in there that he doesn't know about.
You're saying...
Chikara knows about VATS 490. He was lying to us earlier. Mr. Chikara.
Wink.
Can you accompany me to the
sync is
station?
some version from the eyeball. Me, a strong mind of shot at this of it. When subject brain puts their brain into a fox sleep state, but it's like a feature. We can see parts of the dream. It's not a clear version. It's looking worth a regular sync. I would need to recharge before perform again. Personally, I don't like it because of the power consumption.
What?
All right, well, we're at 1 o'clock, so how about we leave this
You do
as
have
our
the right
jump
to
in?
decline, of course. Very well. I'll go with you.
Let me go get my hydro flask. It's full of pilk.
Zach said, "You'll never pilk me alive, pig."
All right. We
let's
will.
save.
Yeah, we will let this run through. Thank you so much for joining us on our adventures. I really appreciated this. I had a good time. We will be taking quite a long break from this game for about a couple weeks while some of our friends go on vacation. If you like what you listen to, go check us.
But we'll still be back for regular streams.
Oh, yeah, we'll be
probably not next Monday, but
we'll be streaming
back
Coffee
then.
Talk. We'll finish up Coffee Talk, and then we'll come back to this. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed our content, Brantley and I have a YouTube channel where we talk about anime. It uploads semi-frequently. We've been busy. Fuck it. We don't get paid for it. You can follow us on Twitter, which has been described as 25% advertisement for our podcast, 25% complaining about Guilty Gear, 25% retweets, and 25% unhinged bullshit. Or you don't need to do, or make sure you follow us on Twitch. But you don't need to do any of that because we are not your dads.